Welcome to the Ultimate Police Pursuit Countdown. These are the top 10 wildest high-speed chases, captured live from Dashcams and Bodycams. One wrong move can change everything. Let's jump straight into the action.
23 in Chatham County, Georgia, when a simple speeding violation on Liberty Parkway quickly spiraled into something far more dangerous, when the driver of a gray Ford Escape, later identified as Yolanda Irvine, refused to stop. What started at 54 miles per hour in a 35 zone would escalate into a reckless pursuit across the county. Instead of pulling over, Irvine hit the gas.
Going in Tremont, so close. Bringing it, Sam Adam Lincoln 0636, SAL 0636. We're on Tremont Road now, passing Eileen. Just you gotta be careful when you're in the yes, I'm setting 3,000, 1080. Slow down. There's a sharp curve up here. Yes, watch out for these cars. Watch out for these cars. On.
The chase poured onto I-516, where Irvine floored the Escape past 100 miles an hour. She blew through stop signs, rode the wrong side of the road, and even launched over concrete curbs. Each mile, the SUV became less a vehicle and more a missile, cutting through traffic and threatening everyone in its path.
He just go. 1050 freaking. All right. Wait for the cars. All right, try. Get up there. Oh, all right. Go. You got it. Stop. Oh, don't hit the curb. Hit him.
Backup was nowhere close, stop sticks weren't an option, and boxing her in was impossible. It was just one patrol car against a fleeing suspect who showed no fear of consequences. The only choice left was a pit maneuver.
Get out. Wait, there's a car right behind us. Bring it. Overturn. 1050. Stop. See us! Put your hands out the window! Put your hands out the window now! Get your hands out the window now! Get your hands out the window! Put your hands up!
The Ford Escape snapped sideways, careened across the lanes, and rolled violently before slamming into a guardrail. Inside the wreck, Irvine lay unconscious. Airbags deployed, the smell of alcohol heavy in the air. She eventually came to, slurring her words, dismissing the pursuit as not a big deal. At the hospital, she faked pregnancy, staged a fall, and even pretended to vomit to avoid jail, but none of it worked. She was transported to the Chatham County Detention Center, charged with DUI, fleeing, and a long list of reckless offenses. On December 26, 2021, in Pensacola, Florida, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper was on routine patrol when a driver sped past him. The trooper quickly turned around and observed a black SUV. Despite activating his emergency lights and sirens, the driver failed to stop, initiating a pursuit.
On Bellevue. Left on Bellevue. Texas, November 1396.
The suspect was driving dangerously at high speeds, and the trooper did everything he could to stop him as quickly as possible.
Cross blue. Hit him. He stopped. I hit him. He's still running. Remember, he's bound back on Bellevue.
The trooper attempted 2 pit maneuvers, but they weren't enough to stop the suspect as he regained control and continued fleeing. The suspect resisted the trooper's efforts to stop him, but he gradually began losing control of the pursuit. With each passing moment, the trooper started catching up, closing in as the chase continued. The suspect was finally brought to a stop and arrested, taken into custody without further incident. Let us know your thoughts on this intense chase down in the comments below. 2023, Conway police were chasing a black Dodge Charger eastbound on Interstate 40. As the chase neared Crystal Hill, Arkansas State Trooper Carrie Perminer took over as primary. But when her lights and sirens failed, another trooper moved in. Speeds hit 120 miles per hour as the suspect weaved through traffic and even used the shoulder to pass vehicles.
Probably going 40 west. 40 east.
Taking 40 east.
Passing on my shoulder. About to get on board. Trying to take the on-ramp.
The chase quickly spiraled out of control. Even with multiple units involved, the suspect kept creating chaos on the interstate. Moments later, another trooper moved in and took over as the primary unit.
Secondary. That was something like that. Gonna be secondary, 40 east. JFK, speeds 112.
When the Charger exited toward JFK, the trooper seized the moment, performing a flawless pit maneuver right in front of the old North Little Rock Police Department.
We're going to be taking JFK. Take JFK.
The driver, identified as Corey Simmons, bailed out and ran, but a short-foot chase ended with him in handcuffs. After resisting arrest, one quick strike was all it took for him to comply. Simmons was medically cleared and taken into custody. 2021, in Atlanta, Georgia, Trooper Apani Gotai spotted a silver Honda Civic with the driver distracted by a cell phone. What should have been a routine traffic stop quickly escalated when the driver, later identified as Carlton McDonald, ignored commands and took off. McDonald wasn't just fleeing a ticket. Inside his car, troopers would later discover a loaded handgun, cash, drugs, and stolen credit cards, raising the stakes from the very start.
Oh, yeah, 10:30 to 33,
13 south, Armor.
We're breaking down first model. What kind of vehicle is it?
Charles Ford Mary 4872, CNN 4872, Silver Civic.
We're still up there.
Passing Armor.
We're about model, bro.
Right shoulder, heavy traffic.
As the pursuit tore southbound along Georgia 13, McDonald weaved across lanes, blasted down shoulders past heavy traffic, and even scraped a concrete wall before continuing at high speed. Already putting too many lives at risk, the trooper knew he had to react.
13 south, coming up on exit 85.
Probably 13 south, over next 85.
Hit the wall, hit a white van.
Great.
Setting up for a pit. So 13 south,
We're still 13 south, location.
Pit. 1050, 1052, 1018.
On the third attempt, the maneuver connected, spinning McDonald's car into the opposite lanes and bringing it to a violent stop. But the chaos didn't end there. McDonald refused commands, crawling between seats, reaching under them, and repeatedly exiting and re-entering the car. The passenger, Malik Matthew Davis, complied. Both McDonald and Davis were arrested. The search of the vehicle uncovered the handgun, $892 in cash, individually packaged marijuana, rolling papers, blank gift cards, multiple stolen credit debit cards, and a card reader scanner. McDonald was transported to Grady Memorial Hospital for evaluation before being booked into the Fulton County Jail on a long list of... On November 8, 2024, the Tampa Police Department notified the Florida Highway Patrol about an organized street takeover event in Tampa. Officers reported a large group of vehicles performing donuts in the parking lot. FHP units responded, and upon entering the parking lot with emergency lights and sirens activated, troopers observed a white Nissan Altima. The vehicle nearly collided with two marked FHP patrol cars, despite their activated emergency lights and sirens. The suspect vehicle accelerated in an attempt to evade the trooper, who successfully executed a pit maneuver, bringing the chase to an immediate end. The driver, identified as Jaya L. Lee, and the passenger, Ty Chavis Jones, surrendered without further incident. Both individuals were transported to the Hillsborough County Jail and charged with unlawful racing on highway while engaged in a coordinated street takeover, aggravated fleeing to elude. On September 21, 2024, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper observed a white Mercedes-Benz speeding southbound on I-95 near Northwest 119th Street. The vehicle was weaving through traffic, tailgating, and nearly caused a collision. The trooper followed the car for about half a mile, noting it was traveling at 102 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. When the trooper activated emergency lights and sirens, the driver, later identified as 20-year-old Andrew Jesus Martinez of Hollywood, Florida, failed to stop and continued to flee. The trooper managed to close the gap with the suspect after a few minutes, but the driver continued to drive recklessly, showing complete disregard for the safety of other motorists on the road. Due to the high speed, the trooper lost control of his vehicle and veered into a ditch. Several patrol units paused to check on the trooper while a few others continued the pursuit. The remaining troopers ultimately stopped the suspect, arrested him, and took him into custody without further incident. 28th, 2025. A simple stop sign violation in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, quickly spiraled into something far more dangerous. When an officer tried to initiate a routine traffic stop, the driver floored it, kicking off a high-speed pursuit that would stretch across state lines and reach over 100 miles per hour.
Negative on the sticks. Good sticks, southbound from 95th, right tires. Starting to deflate here. I'm gonna try to get in front, slow down. Box again. 209, we're in Illinois. I'm gonna box him in again up here. I'm in front of him. Let's see if we can get it, guys. Contact. 209 intentional contact. 2 squads have been hit. We need to end this.
Tire deflation devices were deployed not once but 3 times. The first 2 failed, but that final attempt finally brought the chaos to an end.
Stopped here. Someone else in the car. Keep coming back. Drop to your knees. Drop. If you move, you will get bit.
We see you. Put your hands up, or you.
Who else is in the car?
There's no one in the car. It's just me. There's no one in the car.
Let's get him back.
It's just me. Weapon? No, in the car, yes.
What's in the car?
Concealed carry, Glock.
Look, you're under arrest.
The suspect is now facing a long list of charges, including felony fleeing, multiple counts of reckless endangerment, hit and run, and drug possession. From a stop sign to state lines, this chase was a dangerous reminder of how fast things can escalate when someone refuses to stop.
Bush Pond, traveling back south home, heading back toward Georgia 14.
Back towards Georgia 14, Bush Pond.
On December 31st, 2022, Troopers was patrolling in Troup County when they spotted a gray Honda Accord speeding south. The radar clocked the vehicle at 68 in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. After activating emergency lights, the trooper tried to pull the car over. But as they closed in, the vehicle's speed shot up to 92 miles per hour. The trooper then activated the siren and informed dispatch about the ongoing pursuit. The trooper quickly closed the gap and tried to position himself for a pit maneuver. However, the timing wasn't right, so he stayed close, patiently waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Taking a ride on 7. Contact Bush Pond, traveling back south home, heading back toward Georgia 14.
Back towards Georgia 14, Bush Pond.
The Honda then swerved onto the west shoulder and the driver tried to flee on foot, running south on Civil Road. The trooper turned around and continued the chase. Pulling alongside the suspect, the trooper deployed his taser, hitting the driver on the right side. The trooper exited, took the driver into custody without further incident, and called in a traffic crash for investigation. 2025, Trooper Nicholas A. Day was running radar on Highway 64 near the White River Bridge when he spotted a vehicle flying eastbound at 73 miles per hour in a 55 zone. He turned to initiate a traffic stop, but what should have been routine quickly turned into a pursuit. The driver, later identified as 26-year-old Shakea Holmes, briefly pulled over, then hit the gas and kept going.
Trying to get one stopped. 64 and about to Augusta from White County. Adam King Frank, 50 William. Adam King Frank, 50 William.
10-4, now correct.
Speed's 90, 64, coming up the Highway 33 in Augusta, light traffic.
Attention, all units,
Turnabout the convenience store here off Highway 33 North.
Turnabout the convenience store, Highway 33.
The suspect managed to recover after the pit, but that move sent a clear message. The trooper wasn't here to play games. Still, the driver refused to surrender and kept fleeing, pushing the chase even further.
I'm on 12th Street. I'm on 12th Street. They got a flat. They just hit me. Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Put your hands out the window right now. Leave your hands out the window. Do not move. Leave your hands out the window. Keep your hands out the window. Is there anybody else in the vehicle? As soon as you crawl out, immediately lay down on the ground.
At gunpoint, Holmes was ordered to show her hands and exit the vehicle. With the driver's side damaged, she climbed out through the passenger side and surrendered without a fight. She was placed in restraints and transported to the Woodruff County Detention Center. No contraband was found in the vehicle, and the case was handed off with proper documentation. For Shakea Holmes, this high-speed run through Augusta ended exactly where it should have, in custody. On May 10th, 2021, Trooper Davis attempted to pull over the driver of a white Chevy. At first, it seemed like the driver was complying, slowing down and moving onto the side of the road. But in an instant, that all changed. The driver suddenly hit the gas and took off, initiating a pursuit.
On the hill, taking Roosevelt, 30 West.
Alright, Troop A, that is now 1063 for Adam 37, 1037, taking Roosevelt from 30 West.
You're crossing over, continuing down the service road from Roosevelt.
Service road from Roosevelt.
As the suspect attempted to make a right turn, he completely lost control and crashed straight into a fire hydrant. Within seconds, Trooper Davis took the opportunity and rammed the suspect's vehicle, pinning it in place. Water from the hydrant started gushing into the air, adding even more chaos to the scene. After the crash, troopers quickly pulled the suspect out of the vehicle and placed him under arrest. He was taken into custody without further incident. However, this unconventional end to the chase didn't come without consequences. Trooper Davis was later suspended for his actions. What do you think? Was this a justified takedown, or did the trooper take it too far? Let me know in the comments. Is known for having some of the strictest speeding laws in the country, with fines that can reach over $1,000 for extreme speeding. And on February 18, 2022, Trooper Freeman clocked a white Chevrolet speeding down the highway. He lit it up, but the driver didn't think twice, hitting the gas and making it clear he had no intention of stopping.
1037 for Adam 33, 630 East, 430 Gladys Hall. We're taking John Barrow, Street 90. Copy west on Canaan. Coming up on Bassett.
Passing in the left lane.
The suspect pushed the Chevy to over 100 miles per hour, driving like he owned the road, nearly causing a collision in the process.
Well, if you can't go ahead and fit them when it's safe to do so.
Get back on 630.
I'll be getting back on 630. We are passing the GDA Street.
Trooper Freeman finally caught up and executed a pit at 120 miles per hour, spinning the suspect's vehicle. He followed up with another pit, bringing it to a complete stop. The suspect was pulled from the car and taken into custody without further incident. It was later confirmed that the vehicle was stolen, adding even more charges to an already long list. On June 27, 2024, plainclothes detectives from the Criminal Investigation Division were actively searching for Jarrell Fuel, who was wanted on 2 felony charges. When Fuel was spotted, officers attempted to detain him. However, Fuel quickly entered his Mercury sedan and fled the scene.
Shots fired, shots fired.
During the pursuit, a Cedar Hill officer and a Duncanville police officer returned fire, striking Jarrell Fuel. It remains unclear which officer's shot ultimately incapacitated him. Additional Cedar Hill officers quickly arrived on the scene and administered first aid. Fuel is currently in critical condition at a hospital. Both officers involved in the shooting have been placed on administrative leave, as is standard department protocol. Fewell now faces charges of felony evading arrest in a motor vehicle. His criminal history includes charges of burglary, armed robbery, and felony possession of a firearm. On May 14, 2024, Arkansas state troopers were locked in a high-speed pursuit of a Mercedes pushing 150 miles per hour. With danger escalating, backup was called. That's when Trooper Trey Davis joined the chase, taking over as the primary unit.
Come on, guy.
Traffic, speed 130, coming up 14.
They're taking the four. Taking the four.
Taking the 4.
Eastbound on Colonel West.
Eastbound Colonel West.
As Trooper Davis took over the pursuit, the suspect was still flying, going around 100 miles per hour. But things got riskier fast when the driver veered into a residential area, still pushing over 70 miles per hour.
We're actually going to go northbound on Ludwig. I believe this is.
Northbound Ludwig.
Sorry, it's Lloyd. Eastbound on 42nd.
Eastbound 42nd.
Northbound Ludwig.
Northbound Ludwig.
East on 40th. Northbound Barrow.
On Barrow.
They might have just called something at the intersection of Barrow and Ludwig.
Possibly called something at Barrow and Ludwig.
TVI 36 Ludwig.
TVI 36 Ludwig.
After a successful second pit, the suspect bailed out and fled on foot, but he didn't get far. Trooper Davis deployed his taser, bringing the chase to an end. The driver was arrested and taken into custody. On January 6, 2022, legendary Trooper Bird was on patrol when he spotted a driver with expired tags. Trooper Bird activated his lights and sirens to conduct a traffic stop, but the moment the driver saw the lights, he hit the gas and took the legend on a chase. If the driver knew who he was messing with, he probably would have just pulled over.
Left shoulder back on the roadway. Light traffic. 115. Middle lane. Scott Hamilton. Scott Hamilton. For the second time. Straight across. Still 30, right on 30.
Now it's time for the most interesting part of this chase. Trooper Bird closes in on the suspect's vehicle and unleashes a GPS tracking dart. Troopers don't use this tactic often during pursuits, but the way Trooper Bird executed it was absolutely perfect.
There's one lane on eastbound.
Now, with the GPS tracking device attached to the suspect's vehicle, it became much easier for troopers to locate him. However, his reckless driving made it difficult for Trooper Bird to close the distance easily. At this point, Trooper Bird had definitely had enough of the suspect's reckless behavior. As the suspect exited the highway, Trooper Bird locked in, got closer, and executed the pit to finally bring the chase to an end.
I'm bad at
He's on the wrong side of the roadway. Turning left. Turn left. He's coming to the south. We turn left onto West 8th Avenue.
The suspect was stopped and taken into custody, officially bringing this chase to an end. What else can we say except respect to the troopers for bringing reckless suspects like this to justice? In Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, on December 31st, 2024, a pursuit unfolded as more police attempted to stop 35-year-old Kayla Cervantes, a wanted individual with felony warrants. Traffic units spotted Cervantes' vehicle and more and initiated a traffic stop, but she refused to comply, initiating tense chase through the city. Stay tuned to see how this one ends.
Yeah, we're getting on 240 westbound.
Time to what's going on 240.
After navigating through a construction zone, Kayla Cervantes escalated her reckless behavior, weaving dangerously between lanes and running multiple red lights. Her disregard for traffic laws and public safety intensified the urgency of the pursuit. Stay tuned as officers work to bring this chaotic chase to an end.
Two on Walker, westbound. It's a white Dodge Ram pickup.
Tag 15, Zebra Tom, 858.
Southbound on Walker. Southbound on Walker.
Clear southbound Walker.
He's gonna come back northbound on Walker. Northbound.
Clear northbound Walker.
Kayla came dangerously close to causing several accidents, endangering everyone on the road with her reckless driving. The chase grew increasingly perilous as she showed no signs of slowing down. Recognizing the escalating danger, the troopers called for backup and intensified their efforts, determined to bring this high-risk pursuit to a safe conclusion.
Officer going back. West on 240. 50 mile an hour, still westbound on 240.
The primary trooper, closely tailing Kayla, patiently waited for a clear stretch of road to execute the pit maneuver, and the opportunity finally came.
TBI crash, start medical. 240 in May, start medical.
Kayla Cervantes' vehicle rolled onto its side before coming to a stop, and officers quickly apprehended her without further incident. She was transported to a nearby hospital for a medical evaluation before being booked into the Cleveland County Detention Center. Cervantes, who had multiple warrants out for her arrest, was found to be in possession of 30 M fentanyl pills, meth, heroin, and drug paraphernalia. Remarkably, no officers or civilians were injured during this high-speed pursuit.
45 to 40, I'm coming up to 72 now.
Some suspects really think they can get away with any vehicle, and on November 27, 2023, a felon in Springdale, Arkansas, thought just that. He fled from Arkansas State Police in a truck hauling a motor.
I'm right here with him. 23 Temple.
Just try to run me into another car. It looks like it's going northbound on I-49.
Copy, going northbound I-49. 45 wall, I'm gonna go southbound on 49. I'll try to set up some spike strips. Yeah, I'm northbound on ramp. I'll let you rescue this guy. Do you have weapons or anything? I don't know. He called from a warrant service. Yeah, I'll go ahead and call it. We're northbound.
Although the trooper attempted to stop the vehicle, it was unsuccessful. When the trooper tried to ram the suspect, his vehicle barely moved, and whenever the trooper got closer, the suspect weaved through the lanes, refusing to let them by.
Get him to lose control of his trailer.
Yeah, we're trying to block you. I'm coming up on 73. If you want me to wait, I can box him in with you.
He's not letting me around him.
10-4, what's your 20?
Passing southbound scales.
10-4, passing southbound scales.
I got a unit on the side of me. I'm not able to do what I need to do because he's on the side of me. Yeah, he's not letting me. I'm going to try to get him loose control of this trailer.
10-4.
Passing set.
10-4, coming up to the 69. So you won't be getting on from the 64.
Okay, Benton County's on the side of him right now.
10-4, Benton County's on the side of him.
I told Benton County to get up next to you guys so that you can try to box him in.
Tell him to go to the front.
A few moments later, one trooper deployed stop sticks, but it seemed like they had little to no effect on the suspect's vehicle.
Okay, we got spike strips up here. Stand by.
We probably got spike strips in.
Washington County, unsuccessful, I think.
10-4, unsuccessful spike strips. Yes, man.
45 to 40, I'm coming up to 72 now.
Okay, something is blown on there. I don't know what. I got stuff all over my windshield. He's slowing with about 29 miles an hour.
10-4, slowing down 29 miles per hour.
Eastbound on Fulbright, 26 miles an hour.
As the chase continued, the suspect began slowing down. Maybe those stop sticks did their job after all. With a deflated tire and a motor dragging behind, this suspect was running out of options fast and decided to pull over. Troopers pulled the suspect out of the vehicle and took him into custody without further incident. And just like that, this wild and unusual chase came to an end. On March 25, 2022, a deputy from the Indian River County Sheriff's Office was alerted by a detective about a gray, older-style suburban SUV fleeing. The deputy spotted the vehicle driving recklessly, swerving into oncoming traffic without any immediate police pursuit. Upon noticing the deputy's marked patrol car with emergency lights, the suspect quickly altered course, making a U-turn in an attempt to evade capture, prompting the deputy to initiate a pursuit.
Units on the west of the 95 ramps, in case that's where it's trying to go.
I'm going to have to back off a bit. His speeds are 95. I'm going way too fast to pit.
Yeah, tip one.
UNO coming over the bridge, probably southbound 86 would be my guess. That is 10-4, southbound 86.
After a brief stint on the highway, the suspect abruptly veered off, leading the trooper on an unexpected off-road pursuit.
He's eastbound on 21st Street.
From 86th Avenue and also.
Okay, should be coming back out.
He went down?
Yep, you can only get out one way. It's pretty sporty back here, so I'm trying to get up to hit him.
The trooper steadily closed the gap between himself and the suspect. Another trooper joined the pursuit to provide support, but the original trooper remained the primary unit in the chase.
Okay, back westbound 21st Street. Hey, stand by, watch out.
Coming over the bridge.
Stay good. one pair of sticks. Okay, he's gonna hit another.
2 spike strips were deployed in an attempt to stop the suspect, but both were unsuccessful. However, the suspect, unfamiliar with the area, eventually drove into a dead end.
Coming up to the range, dead end. We're gonna have a signal for he's gonna crash through the gate.
The suspect was stopped at the dead end, where he calmly exited the vehicle and walked toward the troopers. He was promptly arrested and taken into custody, bringing this wild and reckless chase to a definitive end. On July 31st, 2022, officers with the Lawrence Police Department found themselves in a high-stakes pursuit of 51-year-old Rodney Erickson Marshall. Marshall, accused of killing 2 men, was spotted in his vehicle. When officers activated their emergency lights and sirens, he refused to stop, kicking off a wild and intense chase.
I am secondary. Continuing eastbound past 9th and Iowa, still on 9th.
If that trooper can get in and TBI this murder suspect.
Blue Dodge pickup, they're asking for TBI. Eastbound past Hilltop, speed 55.
Headquarters, attention all district, 1033 traffic, 164 second, 32, 90.
Behind us, get in front of us, do TBI, approaching Mississippi now, eastbound, speed 89.
As officer called for backup, the suspect was seen driving at high speeds. Knowing they were dealing with a dangerous and likely armed individual, the officers stayed focused. With more patrol cars joining the pursuit, their chances of bringing the chase to a safe end began to increase.
Southbound house, try to get you guys out, 650.
Headquarters, southbound high school from 13.
South on the house, past 15. At Agawam, brake check me. Coming up on Ward Ave.
Officers can be heard reporting, shots fired, escalating the pursuit to an entirely new level. In an instant, the chase became even more serious and dangerously unpredictable.
Going up on 23rd from Ward Ave. AC is calling shots fired in that pursuit on their channel.
Yes.
564, continue reverting traffic. We're going to be going westbound, or westbound on the bypass.
Okay, just let's give him some room here. An hour.
Continuing down the highway, one officer successfully deployed spike strips, deflating one of the suspect's tires. This decisive move would have a significant impact on the outcome of the pursuit.
Slowing down. Somebody can get their rifle out. Got his hands out the window. Everybody stay back. Stop. Here.
The suspect eventually came to a stop in the middle of the highway. Multiple patrol cars positioned themselves at a safe distance, aware that he was armed. Officers instructed him to walk toward them with his hands in the air. Any sudden moves could have ended badly, as multiple officers had him at gunpoint, ready to respond.
Keep stepping! Keep stepping! Stop! Back up! Keep stepping! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming!
Keep coming! All right, get on the ground! Keep your hands out to your side like an airplane!
Hold on.
Lay down on your stomach.
Get him
Lay down.
all the way down.
Hands out. Cross your legs. Put your behind your back.
Do not move!
Do not move. Watch her.
Keep an eye on the car.
Keep an eye.
Hey, she's in the ditch. Walk her back to us. She's involved.
You don't have a gun.
I don't care.
The suspect was arrested and taken into custody along with his wife, who was also in the car. She was apprehended in the same manner, bringing this intense chase to a safe conclusion. Once again, we extend our thanks to the officers for their bravery and determination in handling dangerous situations like this. What are your thoughts on this chase and the episode so far? Let us know in the comments below. 2022, Trooper Escamilla was stationary when a red pickup truck flew by at a high rate of speed. She caught up with the driver and activated her lights and sirens, but the driver refused to stop, swerving all over the road in an attempt to escape. As Trooper Escamilla continued the pursuit, we'll stay with her dashcam footage, but switch to Trooper Mitchell's audio for better clarity.
Coming up to the Sherwood exit here in a second. Coming up to Sherwood. Alright, one shot.
As Trooper Escamilla exited her vehicle, she attempted to break the suspect's window but was unsuccessful. She then ordered the driver to exit the vehicle at gunpoint, but he refused. When another trooper arrived on scene, Trooper Escamilla tried to break the window again, and this time the outcome was different.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Troopers managed to get the driver out of the truck and placed him under arrest, bringing the chase to an end. This man learned the hard way why Trooper Escamilla is one of the most feared female cops on the road. 18th, 2022, ATF agents and local officers were in a standoff with a driver tied to drug and weapon charges, but he wasn't going down easy. After struggling to stop him, they called in backup. That's when Trooper James Byrd stepped in, and the moment he joined the pursuit, everything changed.
I'm directly behind the suspect vehicle this time. In traffic. Alright, throwing stuff out the window. 19. I got semis around me right now. I am lead. 82 miles an hour. Running 85 mile an hour in the left lane. 85 mile an hour in the left lane.
Even though the driver kept gesturing like he was about to pull over, Trooper Bird had seen enough of these games to know better. The chase had been dragging on for a while, and Bird wasn't buying it for a second.
Tractor trailers. Miles an hour, still northbound. Right lane, still busy, tractor trailers. I'm in the left lane, 90 miles an hour. Hit. I think they're still gonna try to go.
Trooper James Bird showed everyone exactly how it's done. The suspect learned the hard way why running from the Arkansas State Police is never a smart move. To make matters worse, he had his own kids in the car during the pursuit. Thankfully, the chase ended without further incident. He was arrested on the spot, and no additional information has been released.
16 off call.
On February 1st, 2025, in Atlanta, Georgia, officers from the Atlanta Police Zone 4 Crime Suppression Unit received a tip about a vehicle connected to an armed robbery in Hapeville. The vehicle was quickly located. While the vehicle initially stopped, it soon sped off, triggering a pursuit.
All right, we're southbound. Stand by for a second.
Southbound middle. Radio attempted pit. We're still southbound. We're going to be in front of the Georgia International Convention Center. Show on name. 16 off call. 16 off call. Show on name.
From the convention center on name.
16 off call. 16 off call. What? Stand by.
Trooper executed a perfect pit maneuver, bringing the suspect's vehicle to a stop. But just as the car came to a halt, one of the suspects bailed out, sprinting on foot, trying to escape.
Where you got him? Hey, get the f*** out! Get the f*** out!
How old are you? 30? 34? You
34.
Yes. Okay.
Out here running from the police at 34 years old. Love it.
Officers were quick on their feet, quickly locating and taking the fleeing suspect into custody. The second suspect, still in the vehicle, didn't get far either and was arrested on the spot. The suspects, 34-year-old Detavius Waller and 34-year-old Juwan McKinnon, were taken into custody by the Hapeville Police Department. On April 15, 2022, Arkansas State Police were involved in a pursuit after a driver ran a stop sign in front of the trooper and failed to stop when the trooper activated emergency lights. For whatever reason, the driver refused to pull over. Moments later, he made a left turn and came to a stop. The trooper, clearly frustrated by the driver's failure to stop when the emergency lights and sirens were first activated, was not pleased at all.
Show me your hands. What you think this is?
Oh, man,
walk back to me.
Oh, man, I just want to...
I said walk back to me.
I don't want no problems coming to the house, sir.
No, you don't keep going. I pull you over. Walk back to me.
I ain't got nothing. I promise I don't.
Light you up like a Christmas tree. Come back here.
To the house, sir. I promise.
What your problem is, man? You seen me light you up back there?
Yeah, I know. I just coming to the house, sir. I don't want no...
Spread your legs.
I know I ain't got no license, you know what I'm saying?
No, you don't keep going. I put my lights on you.
And I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
What you got on, you gonna poke me, stick me, anything like that?
The driver did not have a driver's license, which was the reason for not stopping. However, he was arrested and taken into custody without further incident.